Hi everyone, my name is Cassidy and I'm a music therapist here at Able Arts Work. Today I will be walking you through how to access and listen to our Able Arts Work podcast, ArtBeat Radio. We will be looking at 4 different apps or websites that you can use, and we will be looking at it in 2 different ways. So we will be looking at how to use all of them on a computer using a web browser, and then we're also going to look at how to use all of them on a phone or a tablet or some kind of device that you can download apps onto. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first thing you're going to want to do is open your browser of choice. I would like to go ahead and say that I am using a Mac device. I'm using an Apple laptop. So if things look a little bit different, that might be why. So the first thing you're going to do, open your browser of choice. Go into the top search bar and you're going to search for Spotify.com. You're going to open that up, but once that opens, it's probably going to ask you to create an account. Once you create an account, you can go ahead and click on Open Web Player, which is on the left kind of bottom middle, and it's this green button that says Open Web Player. Go ahead and click on that, and then it will open your Spotify. So what you want to do to search for ArtBeat Radio is go over to the far left side. You'll see at the top it says Spotify, Home, Search. You want to click the search button, and then on the top in the middle you'll see the search bar. So you want to go ahead and type in ArtBeat, one word, and then radio, a separate word. And it's the very first thing that comes up. Go ahead and click on that. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you click on follow to make sure that you are following the podcast and that you get alerts when there are new episodes out. And there you have it. That is how to use the Spotify web player. So you're going to go back to your web browser and you're going to go to podcasts.google.com. Once again, it might ask you to create an account if you do not already have a Google account set up, or maybe you can just sign into your Google account to bring it up. And then in the top middle, there's a bar that says search for podcasts. Type in ArtBeat Radio, hit search, and there you have it. It comes right up. Once again, make sure that you click that subscribe button, and that is how you use the Google Podcast website. Now let's look at Apple Podcasts. So Apple Podcasts does not actually have their own specific website. They do, however, have the app, which is only available on Apple devices. The Google Podcast app is available on all devices, however, Apple only for Apple devices. However, if you have a Google device, you can use Google Podcasts anyway, and then this isn't really an issue. I'm going to click right here where it says Apple Podcast on the App Store. And then you'll see that it comes up and it says Open Podcasts. Now this is because all Mac devices come with Apple Podcasts already pre-downloaded, so it's just directing me to the app because they don't actually have a formal website. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to open the app right up for me. Now there are 2 other ways that you can access this app. You can go down to your Launchpad and find the app here, or you can go up to the search bar if you can't find it, and you can type in podcasts, and it'll come right up. So now let's go back to our app. We're going to go over to the top left side, and we are going to search for ArtBeat Radio. And that should come up as the very first search option. So you're going to click on that. Once again, make sure that you subscribe. And that is how you use Apple Podcasts on your computer. So lastly, we're going to be looking at the Podomatic website. So we're going to go back to our web browser and type in podomatic.com. So once you get onto Podomatic, it's going to ask you to create an account. You have to create an account in order to get to your feed, which is what you're looking at right now, is my feed. When you first create an account, there's a chance that when you go look at it, it's on create. And you might be looking at this and going, well, this doesn't look like what Cassidy has. So all you have to do is over on the top right corner, there are 3 options. You can see your profile, you can see it says create, and it says listen. You want to click on listen, and that'll bring right up your feed. And then over here in the top right corner is our search bar. Type in ArtBeat Radio, enter, and then I'm going to click ArtBeat Radio. Here it is, our first option. Once again, make sure that you click follow so that you know when a new episode is released. And on Podomatic, you can listen by clicking on the play button that's in the middle of the picture on each episode. And that is how you use the Podomatic website. So now what we're going to do is we are going to look at how to do this on a phone or a tablet, a device of that sort. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab my phone, and I'm going to find the App Store. If you can't find the App Store, you can go over to the far left, and there's a search bar at the top, and you can go ahead and type in App Store, and it'll show you where the app is. Once you have your App Store open, we're going to first look at Spotify. So you're going to type in Spotify, search. Mine says open because I already have the app downloaded, but yours would say get or download. So you would go ahead and click on that. Once it's downloaded, you'll go ahead and open the app. And this is what the Spotify app looks like. Once you get into the Spotify app, you will see on the bottom there are three options: home, search, and your library. So the first thing we're going to be looking at is search. So click on the search bar in the top and type in ArtBeat Radio. And it should be the very first option. Click on that. Once again, make sure that you are following so that you know when new episodes are released. And I'm also going to show you something really cool that you can do on a lot of these apps, is that you can download podcasts that you want to listen to when maybe you don't have Wi-Fi or internet connection. So I'm going to download this episode right here, Hopes and Dreams. I'm going to do that by clicking on the down arrow that is on the right-hand corner of the episode. So I click on that, you can see that it's downloading. Now, if I want to find my downloads, what I'm going to do is go to your library in the bottom right-hand corner, click on podcasts, and then click on downloads, and you'll see it's right there, Hopes and Dreams. So that is how you use the Spotify app. So now what we're going to do is go back to our App Store, and we're going to search for Google Podcasts. Now, like I said, I do have an Apple device. However, Google Podcasts is available for all devices. Apple Podcasts is exclusively Apple devices. Once again, I already have the app, so I'm going to go ahead and click open. But you would click on download or get or whatever it says. Once that downloads, you open the app. And this is what the Google Podcast app looks like. Now, I am only subscribed to ArtBeat Radio, so it shows it right away, but I will show you how to search for it. So once again, on the bottom, we have three options. We have our home, which is like a little house. We have our search right in the middle. And then on the right-hand side, we have three lines for where our library is. So the first thing we're going to do is click on the middle and search. So once you click on that, you're going to go to the top where the search bar is, type in ArtBeat Radio, and it comes right up. Once again, make sure you click subscribe so that you are able to get notifications whenever a new episode is out. And I'm going to show you how to download on this app as well. So once again, each episode has a down arrow on the bottom right-hand corner that you can click on, and it will download the episode. Once that is downloaded, you can click on the three lines that are on the bottom right-hand corner of the app, go to downloads, and there we have it, the episode. So that is it for Google Podcasts. Now let's go back to our App Store. We're going to look up Apple Podcasts. Now, if you have an Apple device, which is the only device that you can use Apple Podcasts on, it should already be downloaded to your device. If not, you can go ahead and download it. Maybe there's some kind of fluke thing. Maybe you uninstalled it at some point and you don't remember. That's fine. But I'm going to go ahead and click open. And this is what Apple Podcasts looks like. So I'm going to go into the far right corner and click search. And then I'm going to search for ArtBeat Radio. You guessed it. Once again, very first option, click on that. Make sure that you are subscribed. And then Apple Podcasts, you can also download. So you click on the little cloud that is on the right-hand side of each episode. Click on that, you'll see that it starts downloading. When you want to access your downloads, you're going to click on Library, which is towards the middle on the bottom bar. And then you click on Downloaded Episodes, which is our third option. And there you have it, your downloads right there. That is it for Apple Podcasts. So let's finally go back to our App Store and look at our last option, Podomatic. So once again, you click Get or Download or whatever it is. Once that installs, you'll click Open. And you're going to go to the 3 lines in the top left-hand corner. Click on those. And then you'll see at the top it says Search. Click on Search. Click on the search bar on the very top, search for ArtBeat Radio. It is once again our very first option, so you can click on that, make sure that you click follow, and that is that. So there are 2 ways to download episodes using Podomatic. The first way is each episode has a little eye in the top left corner. If you click on that eye, you'll see at the top it says make available offline. Click on that and the download should start. Another way to do it is click on the episode, and on the bottom you'll see 2 rows of options. You're going to look at the first row, far right, and once again click on that cloud icon, and that's going to download your episode. Now when you want to access your downloads, you're going to go back, once again click on those 3 dots and click Offline Podcasts, and there's your download right there. And that is how you use the Podomatic app. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this answered any questions that you might have about how to access and listen to ArtBeat Radio on your own time. And please feel free to go off and listen and enjoy the podcast, and I'll see you next time.